Most Little Shimmy, aka Warhammer, let's go! Alright, so for this installment of every death that occurred in the Dragon Ball series, I am going to be covering the Demon King Piccolo arc, or the Piccolo Daimao arc, and every death that occurred in there. So, the first major death is Krillin, and he is killed by Tambourine at the very beginning of the series. And then the mutant Roshi gives us a flashback of several hundred years in the past. And we see scenes of various, like, soldiers and demons, or demonic offspring, from Demon King Piccolo fighting each other out. It's kind of a lot like Godzilla. It's basically a lot like a movie from Godzilla, where you have, like, Godzilla, smaller versions of Godzilla fighting and rampaging in a city, and you have, like, military police fighting them or whatever. And so there's a lot of deaths in that regard. And then Roshi cuts to his dojo, Shaolin monk looking dojo, and, like, these Shaolin monks are fighting the demons. And both the Shaolin monks and the demons are being killed and dying, and then Roshi and Shin are the last. The mutant Roshi and Tusufuru Sinin are the last two survivors, or Tusufuru Sin are the last two survivors, and they wipe out the rest of the demons. And then Demon King Piccolo fights them, and then he fights Master Mutaito. Master Mutaito seals him away with the Mafuba, and that kills him. And then centuries later, it's the end of the flashback, Tambourine basically goes around, he kills all of the major martial artists of the 21st Tenkaichi Budokai and the 22nd Tenkaichi Budokai. And so, damn it, bro. Hey, what's up, William Tyndale? So anyways, like, all of the major martial arts fighters in the world besides the Z fighters are killed by Tambourine. He just one-shots all of them and kills them instantly. Namu, Jiran, what was that other guy's name? The Wolfman, Pampudo, King Choppa, they're all killed by Tambourine. Meanwhile, Symbol is sliced in half by Yajirobe and his katana. Yajirobe is kind of a samurai, but he's really strong. He uses his katana, he slices Symbol into two, kills him there on the spot. And then Tambourine is KO'd by the Kamehameha of Goku. Tambourine also kills a few civilians as well, and then Goku kills Tambourine by blowing him up with the Kamehameha. And then Goku is almost killed by Demon King Piccolo in person. Master Roshi dies when he tries to use the Mafuba. He's overpowered, loses too much stamina, and dies as a result. And then Demon King Piccolo uses a Masenko and kills Chaosu with that. And then he assaults King Chao's castle, and so, like, a bunch of King Chao soldiers are being killed off by Demon King Piccolo. And then there's this one soldier in the upper tower of the castle that he kills, and then he kills the pilot of King Chao's his getaway helicopter, whatever. And then Demon King Piccolo fires directly on the northern capital itself, and he wipes out thousands of civilians. And then there's a lot of back and forth scenes that take place where King Chao's army is fighting criminals that escaped from prison because Demon King Piccolo is ruling the world for one day, and he lets all the criminals out, and there's a lot of violence and gangs running the street and stuff. It's a lot like what's that movie from the 1980s? Damn it, dude. It's a lot like that, bro. It's kind of like that real dark dystopian movie where you have like the desert. They're in the desert in Australia and like they're fighting different street gangs. It's a lot like that. In the anime filler only, Goku and Yajirobe go to the land of ice. And in the land of ice, Goku kills an ice monster or a yeti, and he overcomes darkness. And then Goku drinks, yeah, that's it, Mad Max. The Demon King Piccolo arc, with all like the different gangs and groups running around and stuff, is a lot like Mad Max. Anyways, Goku kills an ice monster in the land of ice, and he drinks this real highly poisonous water. And this mysterious entity that is referred to simply as darkness tells Goku that like 50 people before him have already tried to drink the super holy god, the super ultra god water, and they all died. Like 18 people over the last previous several hundred years drank the super ultra divine god water, and they all died. Goku drinks it, he's poisoned, but he survives. And he gets all of his inner potential and power that he has developed up to that time. This is kind of a lot like an early precursor of the Zenkai boost. If you recall in the Namek arc, when Vegeta is fighting like all of Frieza's different soldiers and stuff, like Zarbon, he goes through these Zenkai boosts and he gets stronger. That's kind of like what Goku's doing here. It's like his inner Saiyan potential is being awakened or whatever. So anyways, the next guy is the demonic offspring known as Drum. Demon King Piccolo gives life to Drum, a demonic offspring, and they're not mutated Namekians. Demon King Piccolo and all of his hordes are not mutated Namekians. They're literal demons, okay? The nameless Namekian, when he split off the evil out of his heart so that he could become Kami, he is the only real Namekian that appears in Dragon Ball. Symbol, Drum, Tambourine, Demon King Piccolo, Ma Jr. or Piccolo Demon Jr., none of those guys are Namekians. They're literal demons that are the result of the purification that the nameless Namekian went through when he split into Kami and Demon King Piccolo. So anyways, Goku punches the freaking crap out of Drum when he gets there, and then Drum is pretty much knocked out and he dies. It's a lot like how Goku one-shots Recoome on Namek. And then I think Demon King Piccolo fires like a laser blast from his finger. And one of those attacks that he tries to fire on Goku during their second fight kills Drum and incinerates him. And then in the case of Piano, Goku punches or kicks Demon King Piccolo and he falls over his henchman, Piano, and snaps his neck. And then later on, like a bunch of bricks fall off from King Chao's castle, and it falls on top of Piano, and he dies. And what's ever left of Drum and Piano is utterly destroyed when Demon King Piccolo fires his super Masenko on Goku and destroys the entire city in a desperate final attempt to wipe Goku off the face of the earth. It doesn't, spoiler alert, it doesn't work. So Demon King Piccolo fires two super powerful Masenko blasts. They fail. And then he holds Ten Shenhan hostage. And he throws a bunch of rocks and breaks one of Goku's arms and two of his legs. And then he flies up real high into the air. And he's coming down and he's going to basically crush and snap Goku's neck. But Goku fires a Kamehameha with the last of his energy, and it takes him up into the sky. Goku can't fly yet at this point. Goku cannot actually use his ki to fly at this point. Goku uses the Great Ozaru Fist, or whatever, or Goku uses a powerful fist attack that's lit up with a kind of fiery ki. And the last thing that Demon King Piccolo sees is an image of the Ozaru. And this is literally the power that Goku has attained from drinking the Ultra Divine Water, or the Super God Holy Water, or whatever it's called. The Sichuan, or whatever in Japanese. So Goku is firing this super one-shot blast like on One Punch Man, and Goku literally tears right through Demon King Piccolo's upper torso. So Demon King Piccolo is pretty much finished. He lays a giant egg and throws it or spits it at a far distance, and then he blows up to smithereens. Also, I forgot to mention that Demon King Piccolo fired a ki blast from his mouth, and he destroyed Shenron. But Shenron comes back at the end of the Demon King Piccolo arc anyways. Just like Shenron comes back at the end of the Frieza arc. So it's not really a big thing. I don't really think that the dragon Shenron or Purunga are literal living entities as such. They're not completely living entities. They're basically... I see the eternal dragons as being energy-based entities. They're not literally made of matter. They're made or composed of energy. Like, when the Dragon Balls, during his summoning, when the Dragon Balls call out the dragon, or the dragon is called out, a bunch of energy is released simultaneously all at once. And like Shenron and Purunga and these other dragons are just energy creatures. They're completely made of energy, so they're not really alive. So I don't really think that Shenron dying is really a death as such. So it doesn't really count, but yeah. So that's all the deaths of the Demon King Piccolo clan. I may go ahead and go into the Z portion now, but yeah. So William Tyndale says, "What's up, bro?" Hey, what's up, William Tyndale? Mad Max. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, and the Demon King Piccolo arc, Demon King Piccolo releases all the prisoners in the northern capital. In a lot of cities, they break out on their own, and they basically claim to be followers of Demon King Piccolo, and they're breaking the law and doing evil criminal acts. So basically, all crime is legalized under Demon King Piccolo's rule, but this disorder stops, or it comes to an end, when Goku basically kills off Demon King Piccolo. That's the end of his tyrannical rule. He basically wanted to mold the earth into his own wicked, pure evil image. Demon King Piccolo was a product of pure evil. So anyways, now I may go into the Saiyan portion. I might cover some of the movie villains first, so I will see you then. Bye.